Breaking. Apple being sued by who? And these new vehicles are being seen more on the road. Now let's get to it. Hey everyone, welcome to the mix. Like this video, share this video. Today is Tuesday, you guys. Yes, I hope your week is getting off to a great start. Today is Legal Tuesday here on the mix, everyone. So stay tuned, stay connected. Head on over to the community section. I have Legal Tuesday posts going on and on. Thank you guys for your continued support, those domestically and internationally. Don't forget, you guys, if you're interested in donating, hit that cash out right here. Other donation information is in the description section of this post. Please, you guys, most importantly, listen to this video from beginning to end. I won't keep you guys long. You can see what this video is going to be about. But before I jump into the topic, everyone, don't forget to stay connected to the mix. I have a cash giveaway going on. Yes, cash giveaway this weekend, upcoming weekend. So stay connected, like this video, share this video, subscribe to the mix for those who have yet to subscribe, and for everyone, hits the notification bell. That way you will be in tune with all the content on my channel. Yes, again, stay connected. Giveaway this weekend. Stay tuned for more details.
So I'm driving the car. It's driving by itself?
Shit.
That's wild. Look at this.
I didn't think about go.
Hey. So no driver. Y'all roll around city?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wait, are you a celebrity?
Hey.
Hey, is this Instagram?
Where you want me to put it? That's great. Where y'all going?
No.
Alright, that's what's up. So I'm driving the car. It's driving by itself?
Shit.
That's wild. Look at this.
I didn't think about go.
Hey. So no driver. Y'all roll around city?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wait, are you a celebrity?
Hey.
Is this Instagram?
Where you want me to put it? That's great. Where y'all going?
No.
Alright, that's what's up. So I'm driving the car.
Okay, you guys, so what do you think about that video I showed, that clip of the self-driving cars? They are populating all across America. Yes, some states more than others. But what do you think about that? This is our future. One. Drop some comments in the chat. Let me know your thoughts. Would you be open to getting into a self-driving taxi or a self-driving Uber? I think Uber is rolling out some as well too. So I just want to know from a legal perspective. Yes, I wonder what type of legislation was passed in order for them to do this type of testing, because you're supposed to need a license to drive, especially at the age of, I think, 16. In most states, I don't know every state law surrounding that, but from a local level, what did legislators allow? How did they allow this to happen? Because these self-driving autonomous vehicles, no one is driving it. It's pretty much driving itself and acting as a taxi for those who wish to be patrons or passengers in the vehicle. So that is interesting. That is very, 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 very interesting. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the chat. I just thought to switch some gears, you guys. Enough of all that SA talk and all of that stuff, and today is Legal Tuesday. I do want to go ahead and go over this article I came across, and then also head on over to X about Apple being sued. Big government, big GOV coming after Apple. Not a surprise. Big GOV is always intervening, seems like regulating. So, but let me know your thoughts, you guys, down in the chat about the self-driving autonomous vehicle that are populating all over the United States, and I think other countries too. And this is the way of the future. It's no getting around it. Technology is what it is, you guys. So it's either you catch up or you get left behind, so to speak, you know. So I did hear too, or read somewhere, that some Walmarts are deciding to do away with the cashless self-checkouts because of theft and recovery, all of that. So that's going to be interesting, and I can see that, but I don't know if everyone will follow in terms of all of these other big box stores. But let me go ahead and share this article I came across about big GOV coming after the Biden administration, coming after, you know, Apple. Okay, you guys, according to the NewYorkTimes.com, let me just say this really quickly. I won't be going over the entire article. I'm probably going to jump around here and there. So feel free, come back to this website and go over the entire article at your leisure. I employ and I encourage that, you know, so you can read for yourself. But yeah, so according to NewYorkTimes.com, United States, big GOV sues Apple, accusing it of maintaining an iPhone monopoly. What do y'all think about that? Are you for capitalism or not? I'm going to probably run a poll in the community section, so stay connected. This is interesting. Although I don't nearly have as much money as Apple. Oh my gosh, I'm not even touching crumbs to say I'm in a category of Apple, but now that I'm older, wiser, knowledgeable in some areas and a lot of different areas when it comes to government, economics, and all of that, I don't see anything wrong with capitalism. I don't at all. And I don't have millions and zillions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars. I don't. So, but yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it. And so what are your thoughts? Are you for capitalism or not? Me personally, I'm for it. I am. So let me go ahead and jump right into some excerpts of this article. Like I said, I will jump around. The lawsuit caps years of regulatory scrutiny of Apple's widely popular suite of devices and services, which have fueled its growth into a nearly $3 trillion public company. I can believe that. For government's aggressive crackdown on big tech expanded on Thursday to include an antitrust lawsuit by the Justice Department against Apple, one of the world's best known and most valuable companies. The department joined 16 states and the District of Columbia to file a significant challenge to the reach and influence of Apple, arguing in an 88-page lawsuit, and this is a civil lawsuit, you guys, that the company had violated antitrust laws with practices that were intended to keep customers reliant on their iPhones and less likely to switch to a competing device. Let me pause right there. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. This article right here, this paragraph thus far, it speaks to me because I am an Apple consumer from day one. Way before the iPhone was invented, I purchased my children the Apple iPads. Way before the phone, the Apple Nano. I don't know if you guys remember that. All of that. So I wish I would have been very smart and I got some stock back then, but hey, you know better, you do better in the future. So anyway, and that sucks because, whoo, sheesh. So yeah, before they even created the iPhone, and I was one of the very first persons to have an iPhone, not to toot my own horn because it's nothing to be happy about because I don't have a huge investment in Apple. And do I have some stock shares? Yeah, here and there, but it's not a lot. So yeah, but later on in the game too. So I'm not happy about that, but I haven't. Let me speak to this. I have not switched over, and I'm not even a fan of Apple like I used to be. I promise you, because in my opinion, the hardware, it sucks. It's not innovative to me, and I bet you Steve Jobs is turning over in his grave. It's not innovative to me. I done seen so many. I done had almost every version, and I stopped buying the new Apple phone versions. I will buy my phone right out. It could be an old version. I don't care. It all does the same. But I do love their operating system. Oh my gosh, you're less likely. I don't know. I'm speaking to someone out here, but you're less likely to catch a virus on Apple products, based off of my experience. I don't know anybody else's, but I've purchased an Android device like a notebook or something for when one of my kids was toddlers or whatever, and it was horrible. I didn't like it. So yeah, so that's why I'm still with Apple, because the software, their software is the bomb. I love it, but the hardware, it's trash. It's trash. Their camera is trash. Other devices have way better cameras, and I'm saying this because I haven't experienced those devices, but I experienced it through others. I'm like, oh my gosh, your camera is this, so I've seen other cell phone devices or other devices, period, with the clarity, the optics of the imagery just looking just so crisp and just beautiful and so surreal. So yeah, I can speak to this. I have not changed over because everything I have is on Apple. So that'll be too much switching over. So I never upgrade my phones. Let me continue. The article further cites the tech giant prevented other companies from offering applications that compete with Apple products, like its digital wallet, which could diminish the value of the iPhone and hurts consumers and smaller companies that compete with it, the government said. I'm gonna say this too really quickly. I'm interjecting. If Apple conforms, I'm telling you guys, their product is going to suck, because to me, their software application, the way they have it so exclusive. Just say, for instance, you go to the dollar store to buy like a USB cord. That USB cord is only going to work for so long. When it comes to accessories, it's not going to work effectively over a long period of time with your Apple product. And I honestly, I can understand why Apple has everything, because that way the quality of the product is just amazing. So Apple is like, we're not going to intermingle with you other product peasants. The what? Y'all want your application on? No. Okay, the article from the site, the Justice Department's lawsuit is seeking to put an end to those practices. The government even has the right to ask for a breakup of the Silicon Valley icon. Wow. Okay, I don't agree with this though. Although Apple is top notch, and I don't like their device in terms of hardware wise, I respect their gangster in terms of innovativeness, and the government should leave them alone. The big GOV should leave them alone, in my opinion. How you gonna come in and try to break up a company that was built from whatever, ground up? And to be honest, you guys, I don't even think the government, the big GOV, they so antiquated. They don't understand how this stuff works. Really, they don't. They probably got people feeding them information, and they still don't get it. It's not clicking. Trust and believe, because they're in their 70s and 80s. Trust and believe, they don't even really understand all of this. in my opinion. Okay, the article for the site, the lawsuit caps years of regulatory scrutiny of Apple's widely popular devices and services, which have fueled its growth into a nearly 2.7 trillion public company that was for years the most valuable on the planet. It takes direct aim at the iPhone, Apple's most popular device and most powerful business, and attacks the way the company has turned the billions of smartphones it has sold since 2007 into the centerpiece of its empire. So what it is that, and this is me interjecting again the mix, I think they just mad because they can't just go up in these iPhones. It just, of course, if you need a warrant to search, etc., but it's very difficult to get into some of these iPhones. And Apple is just not, in so many different servicers, providers, they're not turning over this information, to the government just readily or handily. They have to hire people to, when I'm speaking to illegal stuff, if it's being done and they need to get into the phone from a federal level, whatever, it takes some time. They probably got to hire someone and pay someone to break in the phone, because Apple is not going to give the government your information. So, or AT&T, to my understanding. Okay, unless there's a court order, a subpoena, or something like that, or a warrant or something. And I think even with that, Apple was like, no, So, okay, the article further cites, by tightly controlling the user experience on iPhones and other devices, Apple has created what critics call an uneven playing field, where it grants its own products and services access to core features that it denies rivals. I don't see nothing wrong with that. That's what makes Apple what it is, and exclusive to, I guess, people who want to purchase the Apple phone. Over the years, it has limited finance companies access to the phone's payment chip and Bluetooth trackers from tapping into its location service feature. And rightfully so. We have a right, as an Apple user, I have a right to turn on whatever locations I want to, feature to track or this and that. And I like that. So they need to mind their own business, because I know how to work my Apple phone and I turn off a lot of stuff. You don't have to have everything on. You control what you want apps to have access to. And I love that about it. And they make that available to their consumers, as they should. It's privacy, right to privacy. See, the big GOV, I see what they're doing. Oh my gosh. So now that I'm reading all this, I'm not switching over unless Apple is forced to break up. You see, you guys, you see how they try to do TikTok? Look what they're doing to Apple. Told y'all. I'm going to drop the link in the description section. Like I said before, they're trying to force it to sell a TikTok, which I don't agree with that. None of that. I did a video on it. They trying to do that. Yeah, TikTok is an international company. They try to do that to them. Look what they'll do to everybody else. Boom, voila. They can even ask Apple. They could even try to break up Apple. Man, y'all better. Whew. Okay, the article for the site. It's also easier for users to connect Apple products like smartwatches and laptops on the iPhone than to those made by other manufacturers. Absolutely, you gotta have Apple Watch to connect to the Apple iPad. I see nothing wrong with that. And do I have an Apple Watch? No. But I see it's exclusive. Apple is exclusive. It was the first smartphone to this magnitude. It's exclusive. It's top tier. No, we ain't even allow Ibby Dobby's products to connect or the Dollar Tree or Dollar Store. No offense to that, but I get Apple. I get their concept. So, but yeah. The article for the site, each step in Apple's course of conduct built and reinforced the moat around its smartphone monopoly, the government said in a lawsuit which was filed in the United States District Court for the District of New Jersey. It added that the company's practices resulted in higher prices and less innovation. I'm going to say higher prices, I could see that, but they set the bar. This is their product. They were in the lab. Big GOV, you weren't in there shooting with them? They say you ain't in the gym making this product? This prototype from the beginning? This ain't yours to regulate. Big GOV? Okay, the article for the site, Apple says these practices make its phones more secure than other smartphones. Thank you. Okay, see, this is my first time reading this article. But app developers and rival device makers say Apple uses its power to crush competition. No, they just want the sauce and the secret. Apple not giving y'all the sauce and the secret. That's proprietary information. That's top-notch information. Y'all figure out something how y'all can make y'all stuff more top-tier exclusive. Oh my gosh. Although the Apple product hasn't evolved as far as innovation-wise in terms of the hardware, how it look, but the software is the bomb. That's why I'm staying with Apple, because of the software. I'm not gonna lie, because of their software. Because of their software. But the look of the phone, I want my phone to do more. The look has to be, I want a different design for my Apple phone. I said one day I was gonna write Apple. I want a different design. This stuff is a recycled design, you guys. I've been with them from day one, when you could only purchase an Apple phone through AT&T, and you had to have good credit with AT&T in order to get the first phone. And I've never stood in line for anything in my life. And a girlfriend, a former homegirl I used to work with, was we went on our lunch break. We had a number and we bought our phone. I think about it, there was a lot of international people in that line with us, and I was just wondering. She was like, "Oh, girl, this phone." She gave me a rundown. I was like, "You know what? I need a new phone anyway," because I was complaining about Verizon. I was complaining about just Sprint. I was complaining about them cell phone companies that I had. It was just rinky dink, and I'm getting tired of them. She heard me complaining, so she pitched Apple to me. I ain't gonna lie, she pitched it, and boom, voila. We stood in line on our lunch break, got my phone. I'm like, boom. Everybody in I'm like, it's top notch. But okay, the article from the site. This lawsuit threatens who we are and the principles that set Apple products apart in fiercely competitive markets. I don't even work for them, and I know this. An Apple spokeswoman said, "It's successful. It would hinder our ability to create the kind of technology people expect from Apple, where hardware, software, and services intersect." Boom. It would also set a dangerous precedent. Listen to this, you guys. Empowering government to take a heavy hand in designing people's technology. Boom. That's it. Boom, y'all. That is it. That is it. That's basically it. I'm telling you guys, when I speak about the word precedents and precedents on my channel, when it comes to different cases, whether it be civil or criminal, this is what I mean. An Apple spokesperson said it in plain English. It sets the precedents. If it's okay for big GOV to come in and just tell them what to do with they product, just think they could come into your business and tell you what to do. I keep telling you guys, if it can happen on a macro level, meaning high level, it can happen on a micro level. An article for the site, the Justice Department has the right under the law to ask for structural changes to Apple's businesses, including a breakup, said an agency official. Wow. Who spoke on conditions of anonymity. The official declined to identify what additional action the agency could request in this case, but any demands would be tied to how a court rules on the question of whether and how Apple broke the law. Oh my gosh, they fishing. This is Biden's administration. Jim Crow Joe at it again. It's unclear what implications the suit, which is likely to drag out years before any type of resolution, would have for consumers. Oh my gosh. Apple plans to file a motion to dismiss, the case in the next 60 days. In its filing, the company plans to emphasize that competition laws permit it to adopt policies or designs that its competitors oppose, particularly when those designs will make using an iPhone a better experience. Boom. Okay, you guys. So what are your thoughts? Drop some comments in the chat. I totally agree with the spokesperson of Apple, from Apple, their stance. I'm telling y'all, y'all don't want this precedent set. Y'all don't want it to be set. If they could, and I'm still rolling with TikTok, and I'm not even on TikTok. Y'all don't want this to happen. You try to start a business and thinking it's all sweet and gravy. Yeah, okay. When they could come in and just break up what you did, what you built from the beginning, because they want to fish and search for things because they feel like you're making too much money. That's basically it. And this is me paraphrasing in my opinion. Come on now. Okay, you guys, it's Legal Tuesday. Go ahead and hit the like. If you're in here, hit that like. Drop some comments. Keep it respectful and peaceful in the chat. Let me know your thoughts about this. This is a serious topic, you guys. And again, I wanted to do away with the SA talk and all of that stuff. That stuff could get a little bit too creepy. And I've said that before on plenty of different videos I've dropped. Like, these conversations make me uncomfortable with that type of topic. After a certain amount of time, it's pretty low vibrational, as they want to say, as they call it, low vibrational. So, but yeah. People pay attention. People pay attention to your rights. Let me go ahead and head on over to X and see what they're saying. And then I'll come back with my final thoughts, opinions, and reaction to all of this. Okay, you guys, I'm on X, formerly known as Twitter. The New Yorker, their X accounts, the DOJ's Apple lawsuit, and the FTC's report on the grocery industry illustrates that rising monopoly power is a serious problem in many different parts of the economy. At someone. So this is their post on this. So they're basically saying that it's a monopoly, etc., which I don't agree with. Okay, this person says in the chat, to see this kind of lawfare only marks the downward trend of the United States. I agree. Maybe transparency and democracy are in order. This person said monopoly power has risen since Reagan, a bit late for warnings. This person said always on top of the latest government lawsuits against big tech companies, definitely has an anti-monopoly fetish. Okay, you guys, so what are your thoughts? Drop some comments in the chat. Thank you guys for tuning into the mix. Like, share, subscribe, per usual. As far as the government, the big GOV, I have to spell certain words out, you guys, because my channel is sometimes suppressed depending on the topic of discussion, if you get my points, and for those who know. But when it comes to the big GOV, trying to heavily regulate just certain things, I mean, you just have to run it down, especially within the past 4 years. They tried to regulate your bodies via the pow in your arms due to CV. What else? Trying to regulate your JOBs because of the CV. Trying to regulate your use of social media. Trying to regulate these big tech companies. Just think about the common denominator. Think about the common denominator. Or when you think about other situations, hence border control, BD control. Excuse me, let me say it like that. The B control. Everybody get in. You get in for free without following rules or being regulated. Something to think about, something to make you go, I totally agree with Apple fighting back, as they should. Again, as I said before, this is a trickle-down effect. So if they can do it to a big company, even with TikTok, and I know Apple is paying attention, and all big tech companies paying attention to what's happening with TikTok. If they can force a company or do something like that, they can do it to anyone, at any level, at any time. What you don't want is for this to be set as a precedence, which meaning they'll use as an example as case law with, hey, in this situation with the United States versus Apple, or however they put it in the caption, we did this and it was successful. So it's on record, it's on paperwork to be quoted in case citations when arguments are before a court of law. You guys, that's how it works. So, but yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Today's Legal Tuesday. Stay connected to my channel for more Legal Tuesday updates in the community section, and some of the posts may be RPs, but that's okay. That's okay. It's a good read, a good listen, not read, a good listen while you're driving or while you're cleaning. You just let it play out. So, but yeah, and hands free if you're driving. You know, you don't need to be touching your device. I don't push or promote that. Be safe, provided you are safe and operating whatever motor vehicle safely. That's what I mean. So, but yeah, thank you all for tuning in to the mix. Thank you for listening to my commentary, reaction, opinion on this topic. On you guys for tuning in, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.